I mean, I think a big advantage of, like people say, oh, you know, Darkwhisper Gorge, it's too difficult. Oh, Silithus, it's too difficult. Why don't you just go to an easier place to farm, like Burning Steps or whatever? And it's like, it's the same thing. It's like Silithus is harder than, this is a good setup. There's a small and a large. It's like Silithus is more difficult to mine than Darkwhisper Gorge. And you know, Burning Steps or Darkwhisper. Oh shit! Wait. Is this the guy? We've fought this guy before, actually. He's immune. He's fapped. I don't think we killed him ever before. This is the guy that was fighting us last time we were here. I actually got him that time. Okay, let's go. Got it. Now he's got a 5-minute run back. No arcane crystal, though. Right, so what I was saying is, like, if you go to an area that is more difficult to mine because, like, the mobs are dangerous or whatever, there's gonna be fewer other people that are willing to contest you on that, right? Because a lot of people will just pick the easier option. And like the tier list of zones to farm rich thorium, it's like Silithus Bug Caves is by far the most difficult. You know, Darkwhisper Gorge is kind of difficult, definitely easier than Silithus. And then like Burning Steps is easier than Darkwhisper Gorge. So you go to these other places and you know, you expect more competition the easier the farm is. And I think that's kind of why the Silithus farm is really good. Like, you put the time in to learn how to go into the bug caves and do that. And like, if you can learn that and you can figure that out and you can get good at it, you know, you now have access to a farm that very few other people are going to do. Yeah, I mean, maybe Darkwhisper Gorge isn't even the best place in Winterspring to be. Like, it's pretty spread out, it's a pretty big area, and if I ever die, I'm in big trouble. 'Cause if I ever die, you know, we saw that. It was like a 5 to 6 minute run back. But we could also go in the Moonkin Caves there. We could go at Frost Saber Rock there. We could go at the lake there. We could go at the Giant Gorge. There's a couple spawns. And I would guess, based on what I know about the way the nodes spawn in Silithus, I would guess that each of these areas, like, these are linked spawns. Like, I know of some sets of linked spawns in Silithus where, like, among this group, one of those nodes is going to spawn every, like, 3 to 5 minutes or something. And I would assume that this is a linked group, and I would assume this is a linked group, and this is probably a linked group, and that's a linked group, and probably the Gorge here is a linked group. And there's probably multiple different linked groups amongst Darkwhisper Gorge. But basically, like, even if there aren't a large number of nodes in the area, you may be able to just, like, farm one linked group, and, like, you farm it, and then, like, you know, 3 to 5 minutes later, it respawns, and you pick the next one, you know. The respawns in Silithus were rather quick. Earthsinger's Eye says, being on a quieter server works out well sometimes. You have 57 out of 100 Arcanite farmed towards Thunder Fury. Holy crap, that is a lot. That is a lot. Where have you been going? Noxious Glade in EPL, 3 to 6 minute respawn per RTV, 5 nodes in very close proximity, easier to farm as a stealth class. Ooh, I would like to try that. I mean, I think maybe I should try one of these other areas too. Like, we could try a couple of these areas in Winter Spring, then we could go to EPL. Where's EPL? Oh, I don't have a lot of EPL map covered, but there's like a little area here, there's a little area there. You said Noxious Glade. Which one? I think that's... Shoot. Is it one of these little things in the... This is Troll area. That's not it. It's either this, or it's somewhere up here in the Plaguewood. GSPP recipe? Yeah, dude, I was thinking about trying to buy the GSPP recipe or try to farm it, because, like, it looks like it's pretty consistently profitable. But, like, you can observe an item and be like, hey, the auction house price of this item, like, is way higher than the cost of the materials. Maybe this is profitable. And then you go and you learn the recipe, or you like, train your profession up to craft it. And then you find out that, oh, yeah, it's profitable, but you sell, like, 2 per day. And it's like, okay, we're not really able to deal in the types of volume that I would like to be dealing with. So you never know until you're actually the one selling it, whether they're moving. But I do think, I've heard some other people talk about Greater Shadow Protection and saying, like, those are actually selling, which seems weird to me. I don't really know what they'd be for. Noxious Glade is the one right near Light's Hope. So that would be... Yeah, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes. There's 5 nodes over there with 2 Blood of Heroes also. This, I know the area in the west. Oh, wait, hang on. Rich Thorium Vein. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, this is it. This is where we get an Arcane Crystal, guys. Okay? This is Arcane Crystal time. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm not prefapping, expecting a rogue to show up. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Azrothian Diamond? Although that would be kind of alpha. If every time I go up to a node, I just pop a fap instantly. Wait, want to buy some people for Gnomer, last boss only, paying y'all 40 gold each, says my guildmate? That sounds like we're gonna make a lot of gold if we go do that. Like, I could just send it on my main. Or I could send, no, I shouldn't send it on one of my alts. My alts need to do actual full runs. Do you think we make more or less gold per hour? We probably make more gold per hour doing that. Being hired as a mercenary to clear Gnomeregan. That sounds like something I'd do. I can log in my main rogue for 40 gold. Alright, let's log out here. I like the sound of that. Let's log out here. I don't know what the deal is with this Gnomeregan group that they need replacements for last boss only, but it was probably a shit show. And let's try to patch that up. There's at least one other person trying to get the trinket hard reserved. Which trinket? Priest? Probably spell power trinket he's after. When is Gnomer reset? I don't know. But I don't care about Gnomeregan resets on my main rogue. I could be doing them trying to get the mount, but that's like a lot of work for a mount. And I've seen groups of level 50s fail to clear this dungeon. Okay, I've seen them fail hard. Wait, last boss only? Wait. So do you have a, like, 5 out of 6 lockout or something. Wait, Kaido just left. Oh. Okay. Had Yaya's wipe over and over by not listening. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That sounds reasonable. Yep, failed to clear. Just failed to clear, sounds like. Alright, we could go on my main. This guy's big. And then we'll go back and maybe we'll try mining in a different area when we go back to the other character. Or we do some PvP. Maybe we keep an eye on Sunken Temple Pugs. Join Legalize Nuclear Bombs. That's a good-ass guild name, honestly. Like, that's a quality guild name. I've seen a lot of guild names that I really like on Season of Discovery. Swamp is not one of them. It's like, it's a pretty mid-tier in terms of just like evaluating solely based on the name. Fleet God QTX based. Based on what though? Jude, what is this guy's name? Jujitsu High? Okay. Solo leveling, all gas, no brakes. Great YouTube channel. Now called Channel 5 News. Magic user, on the porch. Daddy's Milk is the guild name, all caps. Okay. The Hand of the War Chief. Okay, these guys are actually playing on an RP server. They're actually RPing on an RP server. Look at that name. New Demon Slayer season? I haven't watched any Demon Slayer before. The show I'm watching right now is they put Vikings on Netflix, and I haven't finished it yet. So I'm still watching the Vikings season. Well, there's like 6 seasons. I started from season 1 when they put it on Netflix. Does the flask you get from alchemy not show up on log? You know? I don't know. Yeah, I'm on to like season 5 or season 6, and I feel like it's not as good. I think it's kind of bad, actually, at this point. I wonder if it got canceled after the 6th season. Because, like, they killed off some characters that were, like, compelling and interesting characters. And now it's just, like, not as compelling of a story without those characters. I'm trying to, like, explain this without spoiling what happened. But it's just like, yeah, it's not hitting the same as the first couple seasons. Last Kingdom is pretty great. Yeah, I noticed. I've seen Last Kingdom before. I've watched it I think I actually watched that whole thing twice. It's been on Netflix for a while. And I was noticing, like, wait, the name of the king towards the end of Vikings is the same as the name of the king at the start of Last Kingdom. And it's like Vikings is telling the story from the side of the Vikings, the conflict between the English and the Northmen. And then, like, Last Kingdom is telling the story mostly from the point of the view of the English and a little bit farther forward in time. Yeah, Zachary, that's really a question for Warcraft logs. You know, I don't work for, own, or operate anything related to Warcraft logs, so if you have a question about what shows up or doesn't on Warcraft logs does have their own Discord with their own staff that actually get paid to answer questions about their stupid website. And I also think their website's stupid and don't care about it. So, you know, I'm really not invested in knowing shit about how that website works. Yeah, all good, Zachary. I think the game would be better if no one could upload logs to Warcraft logs and there was no degenerate scoring system that people cared about. I've watched some commentary from Asmongold, and he's made the suggestion that, like, World of Warcraft would be better if there was no add-ons and no parsing. Like, you can't upload and rank performances. And I would be so incredibly stoked if Blizzard said, like, okay, Phase 4, banning all add-ons, and advanced combat logging is disabled. You can't do it. The game won't produce a text file for you to upload to a log. I would be so insanely happy if they did that. Like, they've pushed the envelope and experimented with some things in other in other phases of Season of Discovery. This would be a big jump. I think the game interface in Classic Era is probably not good enough to ban all add-ons, because it'd be really obnoxious to play certain classes. But it's just like, I know that so many people just sit around and play badly and don't do mechanics because they're more interested in their parse than defeating the boss. And it's like, if you just disable really what I want to go away is the parse ranking system that Warcraft logs, puts out. I think it's a negative for the game. And I think if you don't, you could disable the capability of the game to create the log files, but if that's all you did, you're just like creating extra steps. People would run background programs with like an add-on that exports data, probably. And it'd just be like adding extra steps into logging or whatever. So it would probably still happen. I think if you actually wanted to put a stop to parse rankings and logging, you would have to disable add-ons as well. And I think, like, yeah, the Classic Era interface is not really good enough to play classes competently with the default UI. So it's a little bit of a thing, like, I don't think it's really there yet to make that be a possibility, but it's like, that would be a dream, like a dream come true type of announcement if they were like, okay, fuck Warcraft logs. That website's not gonna work in Phase 4 of Season of Discovery. But DeFreezy, it's like, you say UI add-ons can stay, everything else gone, but it's like, how do you functionally differentiate between those things? Like, what's a UI add-on and what's not, and like, how could you... I think it's a way too big of a task to determine what add-ons are okay and what add-ons are not okay. How else will I measure my wiener against others? Don't worry about it. Just kill the boss and do the mechanics, because they're kind of cool. But, like, it frustrates me so much. Because, like, there's so many examples of people being like, oh, I'm not gonna decurse on this boss, because, decursing isn't reflected in my Warcraft logs parse, and then we wipe on the boss, and then they lose their world buffs, and then it's like, okay, well, because I don't have world buffs anymore, I can do 10 times as many decurses as I did last attempt, and then we kill the boss easily. You tried farming the southern hives in Silithus or just the hive Ashi? I started out trying to farm all the different hives. And what I kind of decided is that going underground and stealthing through the bug caves, it's kind of difficult and slow. And then, like, sometimes you come across a node after you go all the way into the cave that's guarded by 2 or 3 mobs and you basically can't get it anyways. And then you die and you're very far away from the graveyard resurrection. So it's like, yeah, it's possible to mine the nodes out of the 2 southern caves, but it's not that good, I would say. We're gonna see if we can get this on Gnomer. We're gonna pick up 1 healer and then try to 7-man, I guess. See how this goes. Yeah, I honestly think people say this, they're like, oh man, logging is the only thing that's interesting to me. I think it's okay if those people don't want to play the game anymore when logging goes away. If logging goes away. I think the people who have the only reason they're playing the game is because they're competing on parses. It's like, it's okay if the game's not for you when that gets removed. If that gets removed. There was a fight in SSC where I just kicked all phase. Are you thinking of Black Temple? I remember the council fight with the Nog. Oh yeah, yep, there was the one in Sunken Temple or in SSC also. Right. There's also the one, yeah, Fathom Lord with multiple, yeah, and there's the one that casts and heals and you kick them all the time. You have like a dedicated kicker. No, Permagrin, you're right. There was one there also. The one I remember is in Black Temple. There's the council fight right before Illidan. And basically, Rogue was the only class that could solo interrupt the caster mob there. No, you couldn't. Because it got protection sometimes. But basically, Rogue had unlimited interrupts of physical-based interrupts. Because you would use the PvP gloves. And like whenever your kick was on cooldown, you would run out of melee range and use a deadly throw. And the PvP gloves made it so your deadly throw was also a spell interrupt. So you would do no damage because you were actually spending like half the time out of melee range. Not even attacking whatsoever. Yeah. But, I mean, that was kind of cool, because, like, Rogue was super duper good at interrupting that. And it's like, I was pretty okay with, like, okay, like, my class is clearly better at handling this mechanic than any other class right now. So it's like, yeah, it's cool. Dr. J. Ray says, Lord Simon, I farmed 350 honorable kills outside the Ashenvale incursion portal the other day, and Horde mass reported me for bad language, so I'd get banned. So Blizz silenced me for a week. Now I can't talk to anyone in-game. Well, if your idea of honor... Yeah, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. You probably picked a method that is actually very efficient for farming honor. You probably also picked a method where you're killing... I mean, what you did was kill people who aren't trying to PvP back, for the most part. So, yeah, it was easy to kill them, and they were frustrated because... you know, they weren't trying to PvP you back, okay? So it sounds like they abused the mass report system in a way that they weren't supposed to hopefully get you to stop doing the thing that was really frustrating for them. Personally, if I was in your shoes, I would not be surprised that that happened. You know? You did a thing that was like kind of a dick move that obviously no one you're doing it to is going to like. And yeah, okay, they might have stepped a little over line mass reporting you, like, in a way that's, like, not really meant to be used for the mass reporting function. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you did a thing that, like, obviously no one you were doing it to enjoyed that. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna guess Dr. J. Ray's on Alliance. Because, look. I know Horde players just go to Battlegrounds because they can actually win against opponents that are trying to PvP. I think they're still trying to get a healer. But they said Dot God Cutie he would go healing if he couldn't find a healer soon. Hey Simon, asked T Jagsar. Planning to gather the materials for the Darkmoon Fair necklace, but I wanted to ask before that, do you think that necklace is worth getting over the Mark of Fordring? Nope, 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 nope. You get to decide what's worth it for you or not. I can't tell you what's worth your time or your gold. I can tell you what, you know, I think is going to result in more DPS and an estimate of how much more. Like, I think the Darkmoon necklace is better than Mark of Fordring, but not by a lot. I can tell you that I got all the materials to get a Darkmoon necklace. I'm going to do that. Mostly and simply because it's going to save me time. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to do at level 60. And if there's something I can prepare for ahead of time right now to, like, not have to do the Mark of Fordring quest, and that's like one less thing I have to do at 60, so I can focus on the things like I want to be doing at 60. Dr. J. Ray, I see you trying to, like, defend yourself and be like, I'm trying to world PvP at the Ashenvale incursion. You gotta understand that most of the people you're killing are not trying to PvP. They're trying to do the incursion. And I'm 100% certain that the reason you picked world PvP at the incursion is because you knew that people weren't trying to PvP and would be easy targets. You picked them because they're easy targets, and frankly, like, if you're trying to get honor, like, it's smart. It's smart to pick easy targets that aren't trying to fight back. But, like, don't pretend like that's not what you're doing. Alright, so we got 6 people. I assume we're all, yeah, all level 50. See how this goes. Unbooning? Wait, what? He's on. What is he unbooning? No, he's not. He's joking. He's not unbooning his fucking Darkmoon Fair World buff. Let's see. We need to equip Julie's dagger, equip degraded dire nail. Do we have a? Are we getting a wind fury? Let's see. Oh, Milk Jug got Wild Strikes. Wait, what form is he even in? We got Wild Strikes, okay. Wait, never mind. I don't even have Sharp Stones in my inventory. Grace and Strength, okay. Sorting out the consumables we're using here. Regular size Jesse says, griefing levelers is a time-honored tradition, but no one will pat you on... Yeah, it's like, you're not doing anything that's skillful, or like, oh wow, you killed a level 42 on your level 50, good job. It's like, yeah, duh. No one's thinking that that's actually like... Yeah, okay, we get it. Okay, I have the wrong runes equipped. I didn't actually think about that very much. I have a unfair advantage on the wrist. That's not good. The rest of them are good, though. Deadly Brew, Master of Sub. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually combat drop here, so I can't actually fix that rune. Oh, what the hell? I'm on cooldown, I believe. No FAPs available. I have 5 seconds on my cooldown. 3 seconds. Let's go. Okay, we're back. 60% boss health. I think I just resisted that application. That's good. Lucky for me. John Nerner says, I will never feel bad for anyone who only exists to waste other people's time. 100%, dude. There's a lot of people who find it fun to, like, just go out of their way to antagonize other people to, like, no individual benefit to their character. It's like, these people have a problem and need to reevaluate what they do for fun. It's like, if the entire basis of your activity is, like, I'm doing it because it antagonizes and frustrates other people, it's like, get a life, dude. It's just, that's sad. What you doing Gnomer for? Well, Dot God Cutie offered 40 gold to anyone to help him finish off this lockout. And I figured I would make more gold per hour doing that than staying in Darkwhisper Gorge. Alright, I'm gonna have to go over here and shut off this button. Didn't realize about the button clicking situation. I had my cooldown available for a little while and didn't go and use it. Okay. 18 seconds, 15 seconds. We need anyone who can to be clicking. Blood Fury active. Good snapshot on the poisons here. Okay. My cooldown is up. What's the situation? Going. I'm getting it. You want it? He wants it. Wait, that one's open now. Oh, I hit the thing. Wait, no, now the other guy's getting it. Okay, wait, I'm gonna lose this poison snapshot. I keep going over to click the things and then someone else gets there first. Damn. Alright, we might be wiping. This is a wipe. Alright, I'll fix my rune. Then we gotta sort out... Yeah, we need... Melee need to be clicking, too. Try to do it with 6 people. Yeah, I mean, what I find really fun on a PvP server is fighting over resources in the world. Like, when people are fighting me on the mining nodes, like we experienced that a lot today, it's like, that's good PvP. You know, fighting over resources. That's fun. I love it. If I'm winning, if I'm losing, that's good PvP. And like, yeah, like we left Silithus because we were outmatched, you know, 2v1 rogues. You know, killing us. And it's just a bail. But it's like, when you got like high-level player just ganking low-level player for no particular reason, that's not the same thing. It's different. I think the incursion portal killing is sliding down the slope towards people dispelling world buffs with level 8s or whatever. Dude, you guys all know who Tiny Violin is, right? You guys know Tiny Violin, right? The guy who, like, joined up in hardcore raids and decided to intentionally grief the raid and get them killed on 2 different occasions that I know of. There's a bit more to that guy's story. He has some streams and some VODs of him just being, like, dead on a level 50 priest, like, in Stormwind. And then he just sits there and waits until people show up with world buffs, resurrects his character, and then instantly casts a Dispel on them, and then is screaming, "Get fucked, idiot! Get fucked, retard! Get fucked! Ha ha ha! Get fucked!" And he's like so into it and thinks he's so totally pwned these people that he just like went completely out of his way to grief. It's like, if you see, like, when it was just, when all I knew about was the hardcore stuff, I was like, alright, this is kind of funny. This is cool. This is a villain story. It's whatever. when I learned that he has, like, all these VODs of himself just, like, absolutely spurging out about dispelling other people's world buffs with, like, no potential counterplay from that person, like, he's sitting there dead, like, they can't do anything to him to prevent him from doing that. I'm like, alright, this guy's a complete loser. But, like, I mean, like, what sold it for me is these clips of him, like, just, like, blurting profanities about, like, how much he's owned these people. Okay, I need to fix this, wrist rune. Cut to the chase. There we go. Perfect. Now it's perfect. Bobo Sneef, but my parse. I hope he's not serious. Although, I kind of think he might be serious. Someone asking Amelie to click buttons. Ready. Alright, we go again. Second try. Usurpers! Gnomeregan is mine! Yeah, I did 2 Arcanite transmutes today. Got 1 each. No bonus. I only got an extra bonus a single time out of all the Arcanite transmutes I've done. I got a 4x, which was pretty good. But considering I have 2 transmute masters, I'm already down 6 Arcanite bars activating those transmute masters, you know. So I'm not positive, you know, not net positive on Arcanite bars yet. Getty says, I like ganking Lobies down to like 90% health, then running away. That's hilarious. I mean, that's a power play, really. It's more of a power play than killing them, if you ask me. Because you're like, you're just letting them know that it's like, you're here. You could kill them. They live by your good graces. You know? That would just, I would lose my mind if I was trying to level and someone was doing that to me. That would be worse than getting killed, 100%. Where's the click? They were calling for click. And I was not paying attention. I was on the boss. I think we'll get it this time. We have it a bit better sorted out about, like, needing to click and stuff. Except for the part where, I just didn't do it that time. Okay, that guy's clicking there. Just trying to do my rotation while also keeping an eye on all the pillars to see if they need a click. Oh, someone's running to it already, so they probably have it. Like, the other thing is, like, I'm probably doing a lot of damage. So, like, I don't want to be, like, off the boss. Because someone has to kill the boss. If other people can handle the click, I will let them. But I need to be aware of when it's needed for me to run off the boss and handle a click. Like, I probably didn't need to do that. Synth probably could have got that one. But I saw it and I went for it.
They'll destroy you all.
Okay. Yeah, seems much cleaner this time, I agree. That one disabled yet? No, it's... okay. Wait. I'm going. Got it. Step back to the boss. I can't click that. Kick boss. Did they get it? Or is it's still spewing? I've got 12 seconds. Okay, dude, this warrior is actually... The warrior that commented about his parse is actually concerned about his parse and not clicking. We're down one person. Still spewing. I need to get over there. Didn't snapshot my poisons appropriately on this. I was thinking about other stuff. Furnace Surge coming out. Simonized Bank is me, Dogarian. That's... The Simonized Bank is the sales end of the Simonized Industrial Complex, okay? You know, we got Simonized Druid doing tailoring and enchanting stuff. We got Simonizing doing blacksmithing stuff. Simonized Orc doing leatherworking and alchemy stuff. Okay. Oh, lost the deadly stacks. It's fine. We got it this time. Okay, little dude. You can actually wipe while this guy's alive. It is possible. What do we got? What do we got? Damn, sucks. Pass. Pass, pass, pass. Greed, greed, greed. Alright, well, we did it. How much does a corporation withhold, would you say, Matt/consume-wise as well? How much dollars you sing at? Last time I counted all of my gold, I was at 3,951 gold. Alongside, substantial, material holdings. We're heavily invested in Dark Iron Ore, Fire Bloom, Purple Lotus, Thorium, Rune Cloth. And actually, I was thinking there was one more, but there is not one more. Payment for services rendered. Rendered. Thank you. Unlucky on no trinket drop. Multiple mains are just this is my character that like goes hard and gets basically everything, right? Like we've got agility weapon enchants, we've got Julie's dagger BOE, we got both Dark Moon cards, we got veracity agility enchants on the head and leg. My other characters do not have Julie's dagger, do not have weapon agility enchants, don't have veracity enchants for their head and legs, and don't have Dark Moon cards. But they've got like all the other stuff. Like they got the 3-set bonus and like the Gurubashi weapon and stuff like that. Right. We're stuck here now. So I'm gonna bounce. Bouncing for Ghetto Hearth. Leaf Party. Okay. Gold Counter Classic? Yeah, but like, here's the thing. I like having a notebook. Okay? See, like, these are my character's gold totals, and I check them every once in a while, and then I add them up, and I do some, like, addition. And look, here's the investments made on the different characters. Like, this character has my engineering materials for 1 to 250 engineering in case I ever need to level engineering again. That's saved up. He also has Fire Bloom. And then Simonize LW has my Purple Lotus, Dreamfoil, Rugged Hides, and Elemental Earths. And Simon Invest is full and has all of my Dark Iron ore. Slays for Days, hello, how's it going? You don't want to spend 4,000 gold on each tune before level 60? That's actually true, that's right. I don't want to spend that much gold on every individual character. Just the one. And I bought all of these things, at budget rates, okay? I didn't spend current market rates on any of these expensive... actually, I did buy, like, the agility enchants at basically market rate. I didn't get any, like, special low deal on them. Okay, let's send... Simon his bank. There we go. The Arcanite bar. Do all those characters have Exalted Warsong and Exalted Incursion, or you're not going that hard on them? Let me tell you. None of my characters have Incursion reputation above Friendly, because fucking Incursions are lame as hell. So they just have Friendly rep to get the rune, and that's it. All 3 of my rogues have Exalted Arathi. My main, this guy, is the only one that has Exalted... Sorry. They all have Exalted Warsong. My main is the only one that has Exalted Arathi. None of them have Incursion reputation above Friendly. Let's check out what Simonize Bank is up to. The alts probably won't get epic mounts. Certainly not right away. The main will get an epic mount. Although, honestly, like, maybe the main shouldn't get the epic mount, and I should put the epic mount on the character that has mining. You know, where it'll make the most payoff, right? No, there's no way I'm not getting epic mount on my main. But also, like, maybe my Gatherer is basically only doing Dire Maul East runs and doesn't need an epic mount to go faster in Dire Maul East runs, you know? Alright, we sold, listed a bunch of stuff. Let's check our mailbox. There's probably a substantial amount of expired auctions we can take up. Yup. Alright, let's pull all this stuff out of the mailbox and put it back onto the auction house. Elemental Fires. Oh, some lesser wizard oils. Okay, that's gonna fill up my entire inventory, basically. That's a lot of lesser wizard oils. Here come the greater eternal essences. And we're full. We're full. Have to go back to the auction house and put more of it into the auction house. Selling. Frost oil, coalesced regret. Okay, put 2 of those up. Soul dust, get that out of here. Gold rod, large radiant shard. Cheapest. Okay, we're here. Let's go 6 of those at 15 gold a piece. We're still the cheapest on that. Sell this. Sell 10 of these at a gold each. That's a good price for those. It's high price. I like it when it's priced high when I'm the one selling it. Inlaid mithril cylinders. Elemental fire up to 26. Okay, that's a high price for elemental fire. When you start the Mr. Simonizes House of Gambling and you start a casino for rolling for gold, I had a casino back in like 2005, WoW, before that shit got outlawed. That was the easiest money ever, dude. People love gambling and are generally bad at math. This is the game that I did, okay? And I worked out the, like, expected average payout or, like, expected margin that the house had. It was I called it the Lucky Sevens game. You do a slash roll. It's, like, way more interesting than, like, oh, if you roll 98 or above, you 3x your money. That's lame. That's boring. It's not exciting for the user, okay? So you roll 1 to 100. If the number you get has a 7 in it, you double your money. If the number you get is 77 and has, you know, it has 2 7s in it, you 10x your money. And, like, I could have made it 20x and still be profitable or something. Like, ridiculous. Like, the 1 out of 100 outcome, you can make that be a really high payout. And that attracts the degenerate gamblers, okay? To just give you their money over and over. Okay? So, it's great. We filled up the inventory again, so put some more stuff up. See if we can sell it. 3 stack of 1. 5 stacks of those. These are... Oh! These are gold again. Okay, I'll sell some of those now. 2 gold illusion dust. Okay, we'll put more stacks of those up. I like that price. I'm about that. That's... Wait. Undercut already on the lesser wizard oil. Let's send 10 more of them into the auction house. Simon's Secret Slumber Party of the Sevens. Yeah, but I think that's actually not allowed anymore. I remember I stopped doing it because Blizzard made a policy change and they're like, no more in-game casinos. Because there are too many degenerate gamblers. And too many smart people like me just taking all their money. I'm pretty sure in-game casinos are technically not allowed. Although, like many things that aren't technically allowed, I'm pretty sure the enforcement is just pretty lax. Let's just put a little bit more of this illusion dust into the auction house before we log out. Fucking hell, we got undercut already, dude. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, we're still cheapest on the Greater Eternals and all that stuff. Alright, 2,770. Holy fuck, I've got a lot of gold. What's this? There used to be an add-on with gambling for gold games that strictly used whispers, but people used to spam trade. What's this? Hang on. Where's the jump to blue post? Article with a blue reply. Okay, it doesn't exist anymore. Just the advertising of it on any public domain. Okay. I always wait for Simon to log out of his bank alt and then I undercut him? Dude. Everyone does that to me, dude. It's the worst. Alright. This guy's stream sniped us before. He is so obviously stream sniping. That's sad. We literally logged in, and he's at the location we logged out at. I think I banned this guy for stream sniping last time he did it. It's fucking sad. He's probably gonna kill us. Yeah. Congratulations.